Welcome to HughVoices.com. I'm Bobby Marvin, and on this segment, I will interview actor Walter Maxfield Jones. Walter has featured in several films and stage plays, including Misunderstandings, Painted Smiles, and Never Sleep Alone, along with starring in the hit web series Anacostia. Recently, Walter teamed up with Sanjata Productions and Vibrancy Media to produce the new drama, Torn, which is set to premiere in Baltimore at the Center Theater Sunday, June 13th. You have a new film out entitled Torn. Tell me about it, Walt.
Torn is about a good guy named Delroy Price. You know, and when I say a good guy, I mean a really good guy, faithful, loving husband that catches his wife cheating with his son's basketball coach. And when he goes to a local bar to drown his sorrows that same day, he ends up meeting a woman who he has amazing chemistry with, and possibly the woman he should have been with, the woman of his dreams. And so he becomes torn on whether or not to, retaliate and cheat, or be faithful, or leave his wife and pursue a relationship with the new girl Jasmine, or hang in there and just at least try to stick it out until his son graduates. It's a real human story about love and relationships.
This film involves a lot of tough decision makings. When this Delroy has a lot at stake. Can you tell me why you guys decided to focus on that particular premise?
We didn't want to make your average same movie about a guy cheats on a girl, gets caught, and begs his way back, or a gangster movie or something of that nature. We wanted to make a real movie, a real story that people could relate to, and even if whether you're married or whether you're single, we wanted to make a real life human drama, a quality film. And it's really about crossing boundaries in areas that haven't been crossed before.
The character Delroy that you play, can you tell me what are some of the similarities and how does he differ from you as a person, as Walter Maxfield?
The difference between Delroy and Delroy's a little softer than I am. Our backgrounds are a little bit different. I didn't come from such a nice, wholesome background. So there's certain things where he held back, and some physical confrontations where I probably wouldn't have held back. There's certain approaches that he took in the arguments that he had with his wife in the movie that, that argument would have went the same way. I can tell you that much.
It was slightly different.
No, she wouldn't have got off the hook that easily. So I'd say that's the difference between Delroy and I. I'm a lot harder than Delroy.
So being vulnerable was the challenging part to you, and you're like most men, that is the issue with most men, being vulnerable, right. Saying how you feel. It's not always the coolest or the manly thing to do. Failing to be vulnerable in a relationship can probably kill your relationship.
It can be detrimental in a relationship because a lot of men don't communicate their feelings, and you really have to learn the person who you're dealing with, the woman that you're dealing with. You really have to learn her love language. And women, they love to communicate. They want to talk about everything, where men, instead of talking, we just want to fix it. We don't want to talk about it.
What's the problem?
If you're telling me your problem, then I'm automatically thinking of the solution, right, as opposed to just listening to you tell your problem and empathizing with you. I'm automatically I figure that the reason why you're telling me your problem is because you want me to fix it. Right. It's the same thing. Women say that we don't communicate because we may not discuss our day. We may not discuss the problems that we're going through in our daily routine or at job or what we're feeling emotionally, because the reason why we're not discussing our problem is because we already know the solution. So there's no need to talk about it. Yeah. But they just want to be involved with our life. You know what I'm saying? And also, men, it only takes one time for a man to get burned and he'll remember it for the rest of his life. So if a man sometimes may be vulnerable to talk about his vulnerabilities, because he feels like it's going to be used against him. Later on, a year from now, 3 months from now, in an argument, she's going to bring up, that's why you soft.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
Amongst men, that's a weakness.
Right,
whether it's
exactly.
Street or whatever happened, when you're around men, our culture, our gender mandates that you have to have this showed up. You have to display the strength. So
exactly.
That displays weakness.
Yeah, and you don't ever want to show weakness because you don't ever want that weakness to be used against you. Mm-hmm. And so we pretty much keep those silent tears to ourselves. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let's switch gears a little bit, Walt. I think it's great how you guys band together. Different companies, Fabercy, Media, Shinjata, and then What Walt Can Do came together and said, you know what, let's make this happen on our own. We need Universal to do so, or Sony, or any of the big film pictures to make one of our own. How did the idea come about? I mean, what inspired you guys to do so?
We saw the culture of the film industry, or the independent film industry in this DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And there's a lot of hating and jealousy and selfishness that goes on in this area. And there's so much talent that's not being tapped into because of it, and everybody's kind of hoarding information. Everybody's hoarding their resources. And, we just kind of thought, like, if we really pooled our resources and our talent together and gathered up the best actors and the best filmmakers and really worked together, we could probably bring Hollywood to DC. We could probably make the industry and the nation, if not the world, recognize what's happening in this area. You look at The Wire, how one of the most successful series ever, one of the best series ever was made in Baltimore. Look at all these political movies, Enemy of the State, that was in Baltimore and DC. All the presidential movies that have happened. A lot of Hollywood comes to Washington, D.C. to make these movies. They're not being made in Hollywood. They're being made on location here in D.C. and in Baltimore. So it's not like we don't have the backdrop. It's not like we don't have the stage in order to set these stories and these productions. It's just a matter of, like I said, utilizing our resources and really teaming together and stop hating on each other in order to make what Frank's call Indie City, a movement where we can bring the attention of the major companies, your Sonys, your Universals, your Columbia, here, and recognize that we're making great films.
Before we go, please plug the next premiere, man. We got one coming up.
The premiere. I need everybody to come out. I need everyone to email their whole email list, forward and invite everybody on your Facebook. Tweet it on your Twitter pages. I need Obama-style marketing campaign for my premiere in Baltimore of Torn, June 13th. Doors open at 5. Red carpet starts at 6. The film starts at 7. We're going to have a question and answer. If you want to, ask us any questions about the movie, that'll be around 8:30. And then we're going to have a networking and after party and, post red carpet. So if you want to take pictures, buy DVD, network with all the other filmmakers and casting directors and actors and models and anybody in the entertainment industry, even rappers and singers and producers, because for these films we need everything. We need music. We need scores. We need soundtracks. So all these things. So there's really nothing in the entertainment industry that we cannot use, and we're going to all be there networking and teaming together to make this happen. And proceeds are going to go to the ALS Foundation, the Robert Packard Foundation to fight ALS. My mother passed away of ALS July 16th, 2009 last year. And so we're trying to raise money for ALS research for Johns Hopkins in order to fight ALS. So it's not only about the entertainment, it's not only about the Indie City movement, it's also going to support a good cause. It's June 13th, man, at the Senator Theater. And I hope to see everybody there. It's going to be a great night.
All right. Thanks for your time, Walt.
Thank you. Oh, www.whatwaltcando.com. Holla at your boy.
Thank you for watching HeVoices.com, the greater reflection of you.